Let me say this from the jump. Look, shorty, I'm the man. I'm from Harlem, I'm a problem. I don't think you understand. You don't care about my status, this chain in or its carriage. You just care about how I hate it from the back like raspy rabbits. It's okay, don't stop. We can do it how you want. Treat your boss like Dunkin' Donuts. Know what donuts need a dunk. Okay, you cool. This magic trick ain't done. As I slurple on your nurples, girl, this ride has just begun. With my
starter shades on tough and I'm so in. Good enough to get her, I'm hoping. I know I might cool out cause I'm smoking so.
And of course, as you know, this is that second part of my first meta moment, because this has to roll off the tongue, this has to get off the chest, it has to be known, it has to be heard. And of course, if I don't do it now, I might not get it out. So you know what? Let's get on the roll and let's talk about it. So in this specific meta moment, I want to talk about random things that are just happening in my community that's just so weird. Like it's really weird, because it just makes me want to do more self-inventory about my experiences and the things that I've done before I became the person I am right now, right? And in this recent news, right, there was in 2 different locations I just thought did not understand the coincidence of how it's going down, but it's just dawning. Like it's something that just takes so much emotional triggering inside of me that I just have to speak something on it, right? And the reason why I'm speaking on it is because both of these are technically national news headlines, and I'm pretty sure most people have seen them, and it's just makes me think about the outcomes of what's happening in the world and how we as people need to be more cautious, have more love in our hearts, have more understanding of what of the type of people that we deal with, and how our environments are constantly shifting and constantly changing, especially with how the world is being ripped apart and then made into this whole dumpster fire, if I may call it what it is. Like, it's a damn dumpster fire, right? And I'm thinking about it because 2 women, 2 very beautiful young women, have lost their lives, right? Doing their job, trying to pay their bills, trying to take care of their family, trying to do something with themselves other than just be out here in this world being, useless. Like, I'm just gonna say what it is. They're doing something in their purpose and in their means and in their capability, right? And I'm thinking to myself that I potentially, at a time and place, used to be exactly in the same position of these 2 beautiful young ladies. In fact, I'm thinking back to where I was while everybody's doing their 10-year challenge, right? I'm thinking about where I was 10 years ago, right? Where I was 10 years ago, I was in a Burger King as a cashier. 10 years ago. That's where I was. I was in a Burger King as a cashier. And I used to have to work the very early morning shift. I would be up at 3:30 in the morning to be to work at 5 o'clock, because I had to travel public transportation. And after a certain time, even though it's New York City, it's never lease, service still runs on local or just not efficiently at all, right? So I had to get up 2 hours early to make it to work on time, right? And these are the wee hours of the mornings where no one's up. It's desolate. You'd be lucky if you see police officers. You'd be lucky if you see anything. Like, you see a lot of crazy shit. Just to be very open with you, right? And I wouldn't get, sometimes, depending on the day, I wouldn't get up till like 6 o'clock in the afternoon, because, I was definitely punching that clock and I was getting my money, right? Even though I would say him very honest with you, that was one of the most interesting time of my life. Enfamil went up to $32 for the goddamn multi-gallon, right? And where I used to buy it from in that same year, I'm saying 10 years ago, they stopped accepting food stamps for it. So you had to pay cash if you wanted Enfamil. So in this 10-year challenge, I remember where I was. And I remember being just like these young women at work, pound of concrete, stressed to the max probably because you're not getting paid shit, you know? And being in danger, most likely getting to work, getting off work, like, you know. And I'm like, damn, like, within the same time frame, right? These women could have been no older than 21 years old, right? They couldn't, you know, they still got a whole life ahead of them, a whole fucking future. Like, as much as we hate out these bullshit jobs that we take because we're just trying to get by and we're just trying to, like, be better people for ourselves and our families, right? And I think, like, oh my God, like, I couldn't even do the 10-year challenge because I think, like, it brings a tear to my eyes that, you know, 10 years ago, I was right in the same position as these young women in a Burger King. Potentially could have been me getting shot because somebody is so malice, right? So malicious. Don't understand that the person that they killed for the chump change, you stole most likely the petty cash. Like, you probably didn't even get nothing out of that drawer because it's the overnight, and they changed the ship. They deposit the money every 6 hours. So he probably got away with chump change. Like, and you killed someone over chump change. And I'm thinking, like, oh shit, that could have definitely, I've been in that position. I've worked in that specific job, like, for over 2 years. Like, and I'm thinking to myself, like, shit, as many times I was in that position, and I've been in stupid ass fucking positions, like, specifically with family, with employers, and even fucking employees. It was just, it never crossed my mind that I'd be waking up 10 years later to women that was in the exact same position that I was, and they no longer have their life. That was my 10-year challenge. Surviving that. Which no one should have to even consider the option of trying to survive it, you know? It's just something that it is no fucking excuse. There's no reason behind it. No logical one, at least. It's just, you know, what it is. People are just intentionally animalistic. Because, I mean, what can we call them? You know, when you don't even realize that you took someone's life for nothing. Like, it has no purpose. It holds no meaning. You've hurt someone's family members, the people that's going to miss them, someone that's going to love them, people that care about them. You snuffed out someone's flame that they deserved to have. That was their flame, and you took it from them for petty cash, most likely.
Hi, babe. How are you?
I'm good. And yourself?
Fine. Happy New Year, too.
Same to you as well. And it's just like shit. How do I do my 10-year challenge when this is what I see right now? And of course, it's like, I wish people would do better, quite frankly. Because the amount of things that people experience working in these kind of industries, you would respect them a lot more if you held that job and you did what the hell they had to do or have this experience they had to do. you would think way more. You would think twice about the actions that you're about to take if you ever had to be in their shoes. Because I've been in their shoes. And I can imagine what they had to experience and that trauma that their family has to go through because they no longer here. So I guess I can honestly say I'm in solidarity with these people's family. I didn't want to go to the mass gathering. I didn't want to do any of that because I normally, that is the one that happened in my area specifically is the only one that I like to go to. The only one that I make my bacon cheeseburger the best. And I'm like, damn. For fucking petty cash. Petty cash. I want people to understand that we are people too. Whatever freaking job that we take, whatever freaking, whatever we do for a living, we're people too. People care about us. People want to miss us. People love us. We have families. We deserve to live too. And of course, like, subscribe, share, and stay good to each other. Keep your heart full of love. And you guys take care.